welcome back to my channel. In this fifth, and for the time being, the final episode of our Turf Moor history series, we've journeyed through its evolution from a horse racing venue to the iconic football and cricket stadium during the Bob Lord era. While we've covered many significant moments, one event from 1978 stands out: Burnley's historic victory in the Anglo-Scottish Trophy. Burnley achieved the remarkable feat of becoming the first English team to defeat Celtic both at home and away. However, the match at Turf Moor was overshadowed by unfortunate incidents of violence, as a large number of Celtic fans descended upon the stadium. Numerous tales emerged from that night, but the most striking one recalls how some Celtic supporters uprooted railings from the fences on the long side and used them as makeshift weapons against Burnley fans. In September 1981, a pivotal moment in Burnley FC's history occurred when Bob Lord, the club's formidable chairman, decided to step down from the board. He sold most of his shares and passed away just a few months later. Burnley, struggling badly in the league at the time, attempted to diversify the sport played at Turf Moor when they hosted an American football game, years before J.J. Watt had even heard of the town. On the 9th of March 1987, Filed Falcons played Leeds Cougars, with the Leeds team running out as winners, but the sport never took off. On the football front, the Clarets faced one of their toughest seasons. Relegation from the Football League was a real threat, and attendance at Turf Moor hit an all-time low. A mere 1,696 fans turned up for a league game against Colchester United. But Burnley's fighting spirit finally shone through. On the 9th of May 1987, a crucial game against Leyton Orient became a rallying point. A whopping 15,696 fans filled Turf Moor, showing their unwavering support. Their passion and energy played a pivotal role in ensuring that the Clarets lived to fight another day. During the 1980s, as Burnley FC faced challenges in the league, a local businessman named Graham White was making waves in the non-league football world. Chairman of Cone Dynamos, White had grand ambitions. He envisioned transforming the non-league team into a successful league side, and he had the financial backing to make it happen. White set his sights on Turf Moor, considering it as a potential home ground for Cone Dynamos in a ground share. In a bold move, he even attempted to acquire Burnley FC in 1989. On the 9th of March 1992, tragedy struck Turf Moor. Ben Lee, a young apprentice player, climbed onto the roof of the longside stand to retrieve a football from a recent schoolboy international match. Tragically, he fell through the roof, dropping 60 feet onto the terraces below. Despite immediate medical attention, Ben succumbed to his severe head injuries and passed away in the hospital. The tragic Hillsborough disaster in 1989 and the subsequent Taylor report brought about a seismic shift in English football stadium design. The emphasis shifted towards ensuring the safety of fans, with all-seater stadiums becoming the norm. Burnley FC's board recognized the need for change, especially concerning the longside and B-hole stands. Initial ideas floated included retrofitting seats onto the longside terraces. However, this plan was swiftly dismissed. Instead, the club embarked on a more ambitious project. September 1995 marked the end of an era, as the longside witnessed its final match before being razed. By April 1996, rising from its ashes was the modern North Stand. The transformation didn't stop there. The B-hole end underwent a significant overhaul, leading to the inauguration of the East Stand in September 1996. This stand was later renamed in honor of Burnley legend, Jimmy McIlroy. For many fans, the old stands and floodlights weren't just bricks, mortar, and metal. They were repositories of memories, of triumphant victories, and heartbreaking losses. Their absence left a void, a sense of nostalgia for what once was. 2012 saw the road outside Turf Moor renamed the Harry Potts Way, after the Burnley player and manager, who steered the club to the League Championship in 1960. In 2003, Turf Moor proudly hosted the England women's team as they faced off against Australia, marking a significant moment in the stadium's history. 2 decades later, in April 2023, the ground witnessed another monumental event. Burnley women played a match at Turf Moor, clinching a thrilling 2-1 win against Liverpool Feds. This historic match attracted close to 3,000 fans, showcasing the growing enthusiasm and support for women's football. Plans unveiled in 2007 aimed to transform not only the Turf Moor Stadium, but also the surrounding area and the cricket club. In a joint venture, Longside Properties and Burnley Football Club unveiled a groundbreaking £20 million proposal to redevelop Turf Moor and its vicinity. Their vision: to create a state-of-the-art community sports and leisure village, integrating major upgrades for Burnley Cricket Club. The Burnley Sports and Leisure Village was set to feature a plethora of amenities, including a hotel, restaurant complex, business centre, multiscreen cinema, supporters bar, and a cutting-edge retail sports store. A couple of years later, ambitious plans were proposed by then CEO and former player Paul Fletcher. Drawing inspiration from his involvement in Coventry City's new stadium, Fletcher had a grand vision for Turf Moor. He imagined the cricket field stand transforming into a £20 million state-of-the-art facility. This wasn't just any upgrade. The blueprint included corporate suites, a hotel, a business hub, a gym, and even a cricket pavilion. And to address parking concerns, a multi-level car park on Harry Potts Way was part of the plan. One of the standout features of this design was the retractable doors that would allow the stand to become an indoor arena. Fletcher believed that the stadium was underutilized and saw this as an opportunity to maximize its potential. However, like many grand visions, financial and logistical challenges meant this dream remained on paper. Unfortunately, none of these plans ever came to fruition. Paul Fletcher's plan to move the cricket club to a new facility at Townley also didn't take off, and the ground has remained mostly the same since 1996. In 2011, Turf Moor made headlines by introducing the world's first higher education facility dedicated to football and sports industry studies, the University Campus of Football Business. Though it began its journey at Turf Moor, it later found a new home at Manchester City's grounds. In 2018, fans witnessed the addition of corner stands next to the Jimmy McIlroy stand, a revamped club shop, and a transformed chairman's lounge that seamlessly blended tradition with modernity. 2018 was a year of reflection and remembrance, as a touching memorial garden was inaugurated adjacent to the stadium. Fast forward to 2023, a government grant of £6.1 million provided the impetus for enhancing the roads and pathways around the stadium. This initiative aimed to strengthen the bond between Turf Moor and the heart of Burnley. Turf Moor stands as a testament to the spirit and passion of Burnley. More than just a venue for cricket and football, it's a sacred ground that embodies the heart and soul of its people. With a rich history spanning nearly 2 centuries, Turf Moor has weathered many storms and celebrated countless triumphs, continuing to thrive and inspire generations. As we conclude our journey through the annals of Turf Moor's history, I hope you've enjoyed this voyage as much as I have. If you'd like to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for joining me on this adventure.